There we go. All right, 2-1 CTsix, match number 4 on the way. I hope you guys are all enjoying the stream, enjoying the matches. You might have seen my cat a moment ago. I don't know if I was on stream or not. Her name is Comet. She can kind of be a pain in the ass sometimes, but she's also adorable. So let's get this match number 4 loaded in. Another ZvZ for your viewing pleasure. Our diamond match. One of our diamond matches. In case you're wondering, this was actually a match from the first week of the season. We're currently playing week 4. Just a little bit of a backlog here on getting the matches casted, but they will get cast. Some of them. Maybe I'll do another one at some point if, depending on how well this goes, how exhausted I am. Realize I'm only on match 4 and feeling a little tired. Tired might be the wrong word, but anyways, let's see. So starting up here in the 12:30, 1 o'clock position, our orange Zerg from CTsix is Beez. The bee's knees, perhaps. I don't know why we always try to come up with some kind of catchy reason for a person's name, but there's a lot of time to fill in the beginning of the game. Down here in the 9 o'clock position, our pink Zerg from Luck13, K0ali. K0ali, who I happen to play in our Hearthstone tournament, which is an incredibly fun match I had with K0ali. I lost 3-2. I don't remember why. It looks like we have 14 pool for both of our Zergs. Fairly standard play so far. Yeah, that Hearthstone match was a hell of a lot of fun. I'm not that great. Ranked, I don't know, 18 or 19. Something like that. So it was like one of the closer matches that I had. I got fairly well smoked on a couple of them. But we're not here to talk about Hearthstone. We're here to talk about StarCraft. So that's what we're going to talk about. Beez gets down it's natural around 15, just like K0ali. So all in all, fairly standard symmetrical play. Gas is going down. Oh no, no gas over here. Thought I saw an assimilator in the production. Sort of waiting for action to happen. A couple of Zerglings coming up for K0ali. Useful for scouting, useful for early defense, useful for denying early scouting. Useful because you're going to need a shitload of them later on in the game. And those are the units that you make. Got no speed research yet, although K0ali just getting up to about 100 gas, so should be seeing speed. There it is. That quicker gas, quicker assimilator than his opponent, allows for a slightly quicker speed timing, which is useful if you plan on being relatively ling heavy early game. Not as useful if you're not going to be making a whole bunch of lings, which looks to be the case for Beez with the Roach Warren coming down somewhere. Where is it? Right up here. So banelings for K0ali and roaches for Beez. I always keep getting nervous. I'm going to mix up the names and not realize it till I'm almost done with the cast. There's 4 roaches on the way for Beez, just as Speed and the Ling Nest, the Banling Nest, finish up for K0ali. So I'd like seeing some Speedling, Banling action happening. 10 Lings on the way from K0ali. Heading across the map. Gonna get a little damage done, although these three queens and roaches postured up here on the ramp, gonna see that oh, that's a bunch of lings. Bunch of banelings. That are cancelled. Sees the defenses, realizes it's not worth it. Not worth the risk. That lair on the way. No lair timing yet for Beez. Just got a bunch of confused roaches and queens mulling around here in the foyer. And roach warren coming down for K0ali as well. No upgrades yet for either of our Zergs. No evolution chambers even down. That they're both looking to end the game early. Perhaps just isn't the right time to evolve. Abathur has decided the swarm is not yet in need of upgrades, not yet in need of an evolution. No third hatch yet for either of our Zergs. Oh, here we go. 2 evolution chambers on the way up in the back of the natural here for K0ali. Sorry, my cat just lost her mind behind me, so I run laps. Let's see, some almost an engagement, not quite. Roaches go home. Lings move back a little bit. I'm gonna try to push them out here. Slight lead for Beez. Those roaches. Oops. Sorry about that. Sorry. This mouse. One of those mouse pads. The mouse is fantastic. The pad is a little slippery. Where was I going with this? Yeah, significant worker advantage for K0ali. Significant army advantage for Beez. Only time will tell whose advantage will be the actual advantage and whose advantage will be false hope. Still kind of surprised. 10 minutes, still no third from either of our opponents. Double upgrades on the way for K0ali. Like potentially going for more late game oriented, or perhaps he's aware that his opponent doesn't have any upgrades coming and is going to try to hit a nice roach heavy, roach ling timing before his opponent has upgrades. And equal army supplies upgrades win the day. So that would definitely swing that fight in favor of K0ali if that were the case. But Beez has upgrades coming of his own, albeit significantly behind his opponent. K0ali's are just about done, as you can see over here. Beez is just getting started. That's a hell of a lot of roaches marching across the map there. And K0ali has taken the supply lead as well as the economy, the worker lead, which is what that heavy economic advantage will do. It allows you to build up that army very quickly. Dropping a third down over here. Lair coming for Beez. Ling's up here trying to provoke a response from Beez. It's not quite happening. Beez also kind of stuck in base, not able to get out there on the map and get that third, as we've got Zerglings at his 2 third positions. Looks like looks like a little something trying to happen here. Roaches say hell no. That is a lot of roaches. That is a lot of roaches. How many roaches is that? That's 51. 51 roaches marching across the map versus the 30 of his opponent Beez. And there's not much you can do about that. There's not much you can do about that. That is a heavy advantage. Yeah, he's just spreading out. Got a fairly significant contain on his opponent. Got the extra economy behind it. Third hatchery up. Hydralisk den coming down just in case. Not really sort of like the standoff. Roaches in the base, roaches out of the base. Overlords are everywhere. Infestation pit coming down for Beez. We're looking to get some swarm hosts, maybe some infestors to lock down some of those roaches. Perhaps maybe swing up into hive tech for broodlords. Although no, because I don't see Spire anywhere. Mutalisks would be decent if there were Mutalisks out on the map. There's just so much. K0ali is nearly maxed out. Army supplies are pretty close. Worker supplies are pretty close now. Pathogen glands, 7 infestors. Yeah, looking to make something happen with these infestors. These roaches just like the Berlin Wall over here. Great Wall of Roach. K0ali's got a 4th base now. Coming down. Significant 3 base economy versus the 2 bases of Beez. Getting pretty close to mined out in the main. But pathogen glands just about done. Ground armor just about done. It's a lot of roaches. So I don't know, I feel like I keep saying that. It's a little redundant, but man, that's a lot of roaches. It's just, this is the come at me bro stance. This is the, and Beez knows. Beez sees this and knows he really got nowhere to go unless he quickly researches drop for his overlords and drop some drones around the map someplace else to pick up some expansions. Here it comes. Beez moves out onto the map. Got some good fungals. That surround equal upgrades here. Beez manages to chase away this army. All that containment just to get scared away by a couple of derpy slug-looking infestors. Roach is coming up here, looking to come around to the other side. Infestor's gonna get some fungals down from the high ground, from the low ground, or no, maybe there's not enough energy. Maybe there's not enough fungal energy. There we go. Those Hydras doing some tremendous DPS against those roaches. Pushes back the counter push of Beez. Those infestors are gonna fall. 1 infestor down. Beez is gonna come home. Got a Spire just finished up for K0ali, and immediately into a Greater Spire. Drones on the way. More upgrades on the way. 3-3. Got the speed upgrade for the Hydras. And Beez is really just got roaches. Roaches and infestors. Got 3-3. I'm sorry, just 3 attack coming out. 11 more roaches about to pop. Finally getting that third hatch down, but this fourth hatch has been sitting here for a little while, just starting to get some drones crowded around it. They got the larva upgrade, larva advantage with K0ali. Beez has 20 supply advantage, but you know, we'll see what that supply is in at that point. It does make a difference. And Beez has a lot of roaches. Those Hydras can make the difference. That they have some pretty potent DPS. Broodlord's coming out for our pink Zerg down here, which is a pretty good choice, since it doesn't look like Beez has anything at the moment that can shoot up, other than those infestors. And it drops some infested Terrans or some fungals. Broodlord's not the best units to throw fungals at, because they're so wide. Be a significant waste of energy. There they go. 2 Broodlords. 2 more in production. Overseer sees that not much has changed since the last time it poked in. And K0ali just kind of getting any upgrades. Feels like a fairly significant economic advantage. 60 workers to 44, even though he's a little down in the army supply. That increased economy, that extra larva from that extra base, just going to allow K0ali to resupply so much quicker. Much quicker. 5th base coming down up here. Finally getting a 4th base. Dropping a 4th base right on K0ali's creep. Zergs don't discriminate over whose creep is whose. Don't know if Beez saw those Broodlords. I don't think so. I think the Overseer might have got sniped in time. Not that it matters, because he doesn't have anything that would... Oh, he's seen the Corruptor more than likely, so there'd really be no reason for K0ali to have Corruptors out if he wasn't going Broodlords, since Beez has nothing for the Corruptors to shoot. Looks like Beez probably is going to march across the map, try to base trade it. This is probably the best option for Beez at the moment. Although I don't know if Beez really knows how many bases. Oh yeah, no, actually Beez does not know about this base down here. He's just charging in. This might work out. This might work out for Beez. Those Broodlords are slow, so in a base race, get a lot of quick roaches on creep. Can do a lot of damage before the Broodlords can match that damage on the other side. Downside is K0ali is a lot more spread out, a lot more bases for Beez to take down, a lot more structures. Happening over here, going pretty much as you'd expect. Those Broodlings just kind of chewing away, nibbling at those little buildings. These roaches vomiting all over everything. I'm gonna march into the main. Almost gonna march into the main. Oh, taking out some of this army is gonna be helpful. K0ali might be just maybe even just trying to distract Beez at this point from taking down buildings. Hydra's outranging the roaches a bit there. He's positioning wise. So this is just basically, at this point, this is kind of wasting Beez's time having to deal with these units. When he could be taking out buildings, while over here on the other side of the map, K0ali's Brood Lords uncontested. There's the table. I mean the GG from CTsix Zerg, and K0ali ties it up for Luck13, 2-2. That was kind of somewhat tense there, when Beez decided to walk down the ramp and finally get the roaches spitting at each other. But it was not to be for the CTsix Zerg today. Not today, little bunny. Not today. Let me see. I apologize for the technical difficulties.